How to pose like Marilyn Monroe. Hi. So I was looking through some vintage photos online and I found this gem, Marilyn Monroe 1964 Life magazine. I really like the photo. Life magazine was very well known for old, vintage, really cool ads. And I happen to have some Life magazines, so I'm gonna find ads from the years that Marilyn Monroe was active in her career. And then I'm gonna Mod Podge the ads onto the canvas, and then I'm gonna paint her portrait from the magazine onto the ads. In my head, it sounds awesome. So I gotta find out when she was active to see which magazines I should use. 1945 to 1962. All right, so I got a couple Lifes. Here they are. So I got a 51. Dusty. They smell dusty. They smell old. We got a 54. So I'm gonna go through these and basically see what we can find that might be really cool to encapsulate the era. What was it like? How much was a blouse? What about a pair of slacks? Dress? Oh, only $1? What? And I think it'll be really cool to dive deep into these magazines and take a look at what it was like. So let's see. This was actually a pretty fun process. I found some really cool ads. The magazines were amazing. They were old, they were dusty, they did have some water damage, but overall, really cool ads. And I decided to use a wood panel because my thought was it'd be really easy to Mod Podge these onto the panel. So I arranged them first, laid them out, figured out how I kind of wanted them to look. Then we really got to work. So as you can see, I ended up ruining a lot of ads. The paper was really brittle, hard to work with, and that wood panel, which I thought was gonna be great, it was extremely porous and really hard to work with as well. And that pre-planned layout, yeah, that didn't matter at all. Because once I got going, I was losing track, I was ruining ads, it just didn't matter. But anyway, here's the result. So, I'm done. Here it is. And it only took me 12 hours. I'm embarrassed by that. I really need to learn how to Mod Podge better because it took me forever. There were so many wrinkles, but I really like it. We got some really cool ads on here. RC Cola, a couple people smooching, pudding cake, Chanel No. 5. Marilyn Monroe loved Chanel No. 5. A little bit of Lassie up here. It's pretty cool. And I'm gonna get ready to start painting. But in all my years, I've been a professional artist for over 13 years. I've never owned an actual artist easel. Most of my work is really big, so I typically would like staple it to the wall, or I have this 8-foot metal easel I had custom made at one point. I've never owned an actual artist easel. So I got one. So when I started painting, I realized that the ads were kind of a little bit distracting. So I whipped up a transparent base layer to cut down on the distraction without completely covering up the ads. My goal for mixing up the paint was to make semi-realistic skin tones, but just a little more poppin', a little bit vibrant, a little bit full of life. I ended up using more of a dab method with this painting. I wanted to go on light with the paint in hopes that some of the ads would still peek through. I'm not gonna lie though, this was actually very confusing. I was having a hard time telling if I was kind of getting the coverage that I wanted and if it was gonna really have the outcome that I really desired. I started to lose control at points. Full transparency, I took some rubbing alcohol. I started this earlier and I had a composition I just did not like at all. So I actually just rubbed that off the board, started from scratch, started again. This is my second try. All in all, day one, success. So it's day 2 of painting. And you know what? I woke up this morning and look at this. I have a pimple and I look like Rudolph. So I was kind of bummed, and then I said to myself, you know what? Hey Rudy, pick your head up, get out there and pull that sleigh. Santa needs you. I don't actually know what that even means right now. I'm just gonna paint. That was weird, and I'm just gonna paint. Stop, stop looking at it, stop. So I started off day 2 with that iconic lipstick. I spent a little time filling in the hair. I figured it was time to really start getting to the features that were gonna bring this to life. I'm trying to give some respect to Marilyn's brows right here. Touching up the smile. Well, I guess actually it's not really a smile. It's kind of like more of an open mouth stare, I guess. Layered some colors in the face. So I ended up keeping a few ads back. I didn't put them on right away because once the composition was up, I wanted to make sure these were definitely seen. The red clock is extremely distracting over her shoulder, so I kind of want to break that up. I really like this new layout. Gotta get those baby blues, that iconic beauty mark, and I'm done.